This code creates payment system where a user can choose a payment method like credit card or GCash. So first we have here interface payment method. So think of an interface as a promise or contract. So any class that uses this interface must provide these three methods. So we have here process payment. So this one is pretend to process a payment. Next, get marks and foo. So return hidden marks version of number. So next is get name. So return the account or card holder's name. So this ensures that all payment types behave the same way. So next one is class credit card. So this class represents a credit card payment. Because it's implement the interface, it must define all three methods. So we have here name, number, expiry, and CVV. So return asterisk. So this one is it hides everything except the last 4 digit. So next is class GCash. So this one is similar to the credit card class but simpler. So GCash only has name and number. So next is class Payment System GUI. So this class creates the actual window that users interact with. So GUI complements declares method box. So this one is drop down menu, which is credit card or GCash. Next is card panel. So input field for credit card and foo. And the next is GCash panel. So input field for GCash. And next is many text fields like amount field, name field, number field, expiry field, CCV field, name field, and num field. So name field is credit card owner, and the number field is card number. Then the name field is GCash number, and the last one is num field, which is GCash number.
And then let's proceed on this part. So first, the program sets up the main window. It gives the window a title, a size, and a layout using flow layout so the components appear in order. Next, it adds a label and text fields where the user can type the amount to pay. And then the program adds a drop-down menu with 3 options. First is select, second is credit card, and then the last is GCash. So this lets the user choose a payment method. So in the creating the credit card panel, the program creates a credit card panel which contain text fields for name, card number, expiry date, and CVV. So this panel is hidden at first. And then there is also a GCash panel with 2 fields. First is name and then the last is number. So just like the credit card panel, so it is also hidden at the start. So in the drop-down menu has a listener that check what the user selects. So if the user chooses credit card, so the credit card panel becomes visible and the GCash panel hides. And also if the user chooses GCash, then the GCash panel becomes visible instead. And let's proceed adding the submit button. So when you add the submit button, when click, it will call the process payment method. So inside the process payment method, the program first reads the amount. It checks if the amount is empty or not a valid number. So if it is invalid, it shows an error message. And after that, after validating the amount, the program checks what payment method the user selected. So if the user chooses credit card, the program calls the validate card method to make sure the card information is complete and valid. So if the card details are valid, the program creates a credit card object using the information of use type, which is name, card number, expiry date, and CVV. And then finally, the program calls the show receipt method. This displays a receipt showing the payment type, the name, a masked version of the card number or GCash number, and amount. So in short, the program shows different input fields depending on the selected payment method, validates the user's informations, and displays a receipt once everything is correct.
Inside the payment handling method, the program checks what payment method the user selected. And if the user chooses GCash, it first calls validate GCash. If the validation fails, the method stops, and if valid, a new GCash object is created using the user's name and number. Then, it calls show receipt, which displays the payment details. And if no method is selected, else G option pane show message dialog, the user receives a warning to choose a payment option. For credit card validation, the method validate card makes sure all card fields are correctly filled in. Then check performed, empty fields, card number must be exactly 16-digit, CVV must be 3-digit, expiration date format must be month and year, card must not be expired. Then, if any check fails, an error message appears and the method returns false. If everything is valid, it returns true. Next, GCash validation. The method validate GCash verifies the two required fields, the GCash name and the GCash number. It also checks that the number contains 11 digits, which is the standard mobile number format in the Philippines. If something is incorrect, it shows a warning message. For displaying the receipt, the show receipt method uses a G option pane to show a confirmation message. This gives user a quick summary of their transaction including payment method used, account name, mask account number, amount paid, success status. Lastly, for public static void, this launches the graphical user interface when the program starts.
And now I'm going to show the final output of our project or program. Let's see how it works.